What's happening, people? Okay, we are live right now, live from the village right now. It is 6 minutes past 8 p.m. right now. It is the 18th of May 2023 right now. It is Thursday right now. You know what that means right now? We're about to get into some games right now. We're about to get into Final Fantasy VII right now, from 1997 right now. We are, I believe, nearing the end right now. Last week I did some what would you call it? Building up? No, that's not what it's called. What was I doing last week? Grinding. I was doing some grinding last week, getting my characters up to level 60 last week. I didn't get all of them up to level 60, but I did get most of them, I believe, up to level 60. And then yesterday, I took a little time out to get the remaining characters up to level 60. I even took a little time out to defeat a giant weapon monster thing as well, but you know, that's by the by. Didn't really defeat it, just kind of ran away. But anyway, I wanted to do that so that by the time we get to this live stream today, Thursday the 18th of May 2023, we can go straight to the North Cave, because that's what it's been all about. We are on the hunt for Sephiroth, and we are going to the North Cave to look for Sephiroth. It has been 50 something hours over the last 3 months, 4 months maybe. We are nearing the end. Final Fantasy VII, released in 1997, a game that's been bugging me for the past 20 plus 5, almost 25 years I haven't completed. And we are nearing the end. But let me switch over to this screen and just chat for a little bit. Let me put this light on. Okay, so yeah, we are nearing the end of Final Fantasy VII. But this is looking slow. Hopefully we don't have any issues. The last stream we didn't have any issues on the last stream. But before that, the last few streams, and certainly the last gaming stream, it had some technical issues. Hopefully that is not the case this time round. But I'm just looking at my computer and it is slow. It is chugging along. But hopefully I'll be able to get a new computer, or at least new parts of a computer in the next sort of weeks or so. So I'll be able to start doing that. Yo, what up, Dan? Belgian Dan. BD in a place to be. What up, homie? Hopefully the stream's coming through okay on your end. I'm thinking I'm mostly problem free on this end. Outside of it, kind of struggling. That's more down to the processor of my PC. That's more down to the processor of my PC. So yeah, I think by the time I'm ready to upgrade, which hopefully be in the next sort of few weeks or so, one of the things I want to look at is, yeah, a badass processor, a badass graphics card. Those are the main things. A processor and a processor and a graphics card. Those are the main things. And everything else is just supporting that. So the motherboard needs to support the processor and the graphics card. You know, the RAM and everything else needs to support what I want to be doing. But the main thing is the graphics card and the processor. I've got my eye on a particular processor. It's a AMD Ryzen 9. I don't remember specifics of it right now, but yeah, AMD Ryzen 9. The 9 series processors are built more for multitasking, especially for streamers. As I'm reading, it's that the Ryzen 9 and also the Intel i9s as well. The i7s are good, you know. I have an i7 laptop right now. My desktop PC was a Ryzen 7 desktop, but yeah, I haven't been using my desktop for a long time. It's just been it's been struggling along for a good while. So yeah, I want to upgrade to the Ryzen 9. I think I'll be able to do that at reasonable prices from what I've been looking around. But yeah, I'm gonna try and start doing that in the next few weeks. Get a little money together and go for it. But yeah, that's the plan for then. Streets come through nice, awesome, just relaxing. How be you? I'd be okay, man. I'd be okay. Today, let's see what I've been doing today. I mean, did driving work, the cab work in the morning. Little piano practice as well. What else? I watched The Boys season 2. Finished watching The Boys season 2 on Amazon, which is it's been a pretty cool series so far. So, some gruesome parts which I can dig, but also just the story and the show and how it's been developing. It's getting real interesting. Well, it's been interesting from the beginning, but certainly the way this season ended, it definitely ended in a really, I won't give any spoilers, but just ended in a really interesting way. Like, okay, well, we'll see how this goes for, I mean, there is a season 3, currently, and season 4, I believe, is due out maybe next year or something like that. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how this leads into season 3. I'm far behind. I mean, I'm well late on The Boys. The Boys came out like years ago, I think, and I'm only just getting around to it now. But yes, it's been a pretty cool show, man. Been a pretty cool show. Definitely some real interesting storylines and characters and moral ambiguities and all that kind of stuff. As you know, a lot of shows have the the morally challenged good guy type thing. I know it's kind of a cliche in and of itself, like the morally challenged good guy and the complex bad guy and that whole thing. But even still, I think they so far been doing a pretty good job of keeping the characters interesting and not just the typical, oh yeah, he's good but he's complicated, so yeah. Rewatching movies that I haven't seen in years. Oh, that's a good thing to do, man. Especially when it's like you haven't seen for such a long time that you've forgotten so much about it. It's almost like watching it again for the first time. So yeah, what you been watching? What you been watching? Big up everybody coming through. Got to start the game in a moment. Final Fantasy VII. We're heading to the North Cave. Did some leveling up last week. Did some leveling up yesterday as well, just to be ready to go to the North Cave for this stream. So hopefully it's not a boring stream that I was doing last week, just like grinding a bunch of monsters. Now I'm actually doing something, or at least that's the plan. You can't tell from your end, but I have got a slightly different setup on my side of the world, where I'll just move things in a different position. Hopefully it means that I can kind of keep a better eye on the chat whilst not ignoring what I'm doing as well. That's the plan, at least, anyway. We'll see how well that works. We'll see how well that works, but yo, what up, Brax? Brax Bivvy in a place to bivvy. How's your day going? How's your day been? Appreciate you joining this live stream. As we get ready to switch over to this screen, so you can start playing Final Fantasy VII. Nighthawks, Monster Dog, House 1 and 2, to name a couple. Okay. I don't believe I've seen any of those movies. Nighthawk, Monster Dog, House 1 and 2. I'm not even sure I've even heard of those ones, actually. That'd be a damn shame. That's what I mind. Awesome. Let's get to this cockpit. Awesome. That's what I like to hear. Things going alright, man. Things going alright. Rockstar Alice Cooper, but he is dubbed over for the most part. Alice Cooper, the rock singer. Oh, here it is, boys. We are going to the North Cave. Oh, here it is. Oh, wait. I think I need to go inside the cave, actually. Can I go inside? Wait. Oh, wait. I've got to lower myself down. Okay. Oh, wait. I can't let myself down. What's going on? Okay, how do I get into the cave? Alright, so here's a question for the group. This is the cave, right? Oh, don't tell me I come all this way and I don't. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oof, that scared me. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, yo, what happened, man? So yeah, here's a question for the group. What is a movie, preferably a good movie, but you know, whatever, that's... Oh, wrong way. That stars a rock star. Or maybe not stars, but at least either stars a rock star, or a rock star is featured quite heavily. So a real life rock star, a movie that features a real life rock star as one of the main characters, either a star or just one of the main characters. Nighthawks off Sylvester Stallone, Billy D, yeah. Rutger Hauer, rest in peace. Rutger Hauer, like tears in the rain. That's a classic line, man. Received save crystal. All right, it's interesting. Okay, so I'm going down. Oh wait, that was the way out. Alright. This is my main team now. Wait, I can't. Alright, miss. Oh wait, no, can I attack him now though? Oh, now I can attack him. They take up a lot of health though. Yo. They just... Ugh. Shoot. Got him, but still. Damn, man. At what cost? The way some of these characters, like... Wait a minute, can't I? What, can't I? No, come on now, what's going on? I can't enter my... Oh, there we go. Oof. Item, Phoenix down. Alright, potion. Probably should use magic instead of potion, but okay. Alice Cooper was in a lot of movies, including Prince of Darkness. Prince of Darkness, that a vampire movie? God sauce. Wish. John Carpenter's Vampires Los Muertos had Bon Jovi. Okay. I knew Bon Jovi did some movies. guess I don't know. He did many. He starred in that a movie. Yeah. Oh, flipping out. I hate the angle that it puts my characters at, because like it makes it difficult for me to select my own characters as to which one I want to heal and things like that. Bon Jovi, by the way, is one of my favorites. Oh, flipping out. Barely moved, and you already. Oh, this thing again. Back in the day, man, like Bon Jovi was lit. Like he had I'm not sure if this is the right way. Ugh. I guess it's the right way. Oh, flipping out on these things. Oh, mate. Oh, flipping out, man. That L4 death, though, like, ugh. Oh, flipping. It's so hard to select characters. Like, I'm literally trying. The angle it puts it at. Oh, flipping out. The angle that it puts it at makes it so hard for me to select the character that I'm trying to help. And I don't know if I'm giving the potion to the right person. We just beat this one, though. Man Who Fell to Earth, yes, of course. That was David, yeah, David Bowie, yeah. Labyrinth, yeah. I remember The Man Who Fell to Earth. They came on TV years back. Oh, press X to climb up, okay. Received elixir. Power source. Yeah, I remember The Man Who Fell to Earth. That was a weird movie, though. Like, it really was, wasn't it? That was such a weird movie. Like, they had this, like, this bit. It was like this, like he couldn't get shot or something, or like when she was shooting him and he couldn't die, and then he could shoot her because and she couldn't die or something because she was with him, and they're just shooting each other in a bed. And then it's like, I think it was a scene where like she ended up pissing her pants or so, or wetting herself or something. It was The Bride and Dune to name the two. Oh, he's in The Bride and Dune, okay. Wait, Dune, oh, the original Doom. Dune, I did see that, you know, actually. Sting. I'm not sure I remember him, but then again, the original Dune was like 70 something, so he would have looked mad different back then, I suppose. Oof. Oh, sadness. Okay, what do I have that cure sadness? Hyper. Magic. Yo, little Jacob. Little Jake's in the place. How you been, man? How's your day going? How's your day been? Appreciate you joining this live stream. I think it's been a minute. Oh, fucking no, man. Patrick Stewart had no idea who Sting was. Yeah, I can believe that, actually. I can believe that. I'm doing great, thanks. I've been enjoying the weather. Nice. All is good. Awesome, man. Yeah, we had some nice weather actually. We don't usually get nice weather, so yeah, when it does come out, when the sun is out, definitely want to take advantage of it. Ugh. How's work and life in general? It's going alright, man. Going alright, you know. Yeah, works work. Works work, right? You know, just doing what you can do while you can do it. Oh, better be careful, man. There we go. And yeah, life's okay. So far, so good. Oh, sadness again. Alright, where's my... Is it hyper? Yeah. Magic. Yeah, man. I mean, I've what I've been doing though, I've so yeah, mostly it's been like was mostly editing that video, the Batman video. That's finished now. Oh wait, I can't climb back up. Oh wait, that sucks. Oh wait, I can climb it this way. Good view. I appreciate that, Dan. Oh mate. Other than that, yeah, just oh, it's these guys. I feel like I don't want to waste my moves on them because you can't do anything. Yeah, there we go. So if I now can attack this guy. Because they don't seem to take a lot of damage. They can do a lot of damage. Ish. Oh, got him. Yo, I keep... I swear they keep killing clouds on this thing, though. Every time they get clouds. Every time. What was I saying again? Phoenix down. There we go. Potion. Yeah, that's not gonna do much. But hey. Yeah, I'm trying to arrange guests for the podcast. So I've messaged a few people and trying to arrange that. But that all depends on people's availabilities and when they can do it. You know, that whole thing. But I did put out an episode today, no, yesterday, for the podcast where we talked about AI, and that was a pretty good episode. We talked about the sort of new wave of AI. The pluses, the pros and the cons, you know, that kind of thing. I think some interesting points were made by both myself and my guest. He's someone who's very much in favor and all for AI and all the things that, you know, it can do, and for the potential of, like, you know, art and you know, journalism and all the stuff that he's like all for it. I'm more like, I could see the potential benefits, but also concerned about some of the potential effects as well. So we talked about that. It was just a really cool conversation. Oh, sadness again, man, bro. How many times? Okay, so I've got all the boxes. Now we move on. Press X to jump. Oh, let's jump back up, okay. Because I can't come out that way. Oof. Another back attack, man. Man's getting back shots. I tell you, this game is... Ugh, flipping out. There's a lot in this game, man. So here's what's your thoughts on the new Zelda Tears of Kingdom? I mean, it looks pretty cool. I've not played it. I probably won't play it for a good long while, I don't imagine. I still haven't even beaten Breath of the Wild. That might be the next game I play after this, after I get through Final Fantasy VII. It's another game I kind of got a bone to pick with, actually, just not actually completed it. So yeah, it could be a while to forget that. But yeah, for what I said, it looks. I mean, it's a Zelda game, right? So like, I don't think they're gonna make a rubbish game. They might make a game that, you know, maybe isn't as, for lack of a better phrase, isn't as good, you know, in terms of like personal preferences to other entries, and maybe you prefer this one over another one and things like that. But Zelda on its worst day is better than most games on their best days. Like that to me is empirical. That's not even an opinion. It's pretty much a fact. Like, if you take the least interesting Zelda games, it's still better than like 99% of games out there. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I haven't played it. I would hope to play it, hopefully, at some point. But yeah, I don't really like buying games at brand new prices when I know that I'm not going to play them, not anytime soon. It's like, what, I guess £50. I haven't really looked, but I assume it's like £50 in the shops right now, or for that kind of price, £40–50 in the shops right now. I'm not trying to pay that kind of money for a game and then have it sit on the shelf and not play it for like 3 years or something. You know, I'm not trying to do that. So hopefully, God willing, at some point I'll get to it. But yeah, it'd be a while. It'd be a while. And I think I want to get through Breath of the Wild. Actually, if I'm probably just going to start it again, I'm probably just going to take Breath of the Wild, start it again. And even if I have to use a guide, I'm just going to, you know what I mean? Even if I have to be like, yo, what do I do in this bit? Even if I have to do that, I'll try to get through that game. Because Breath of the Wild is really good. From what I played of it, is really good. I just, yeah, never completed it. Believe it or not, the new Zelda game is reaching at £70 raw. You know, in all honesty, it's probably worth it. It's like I say, I've not played a game, but it's probably worth it. But yeah, if you're gonna if you know you got time to play the game, it's probably worth it. Oh, I gotta be careful. Cloud is almost out. Oh, that was close. If you used to buy a Switch game for that price, it's a lot though, isn't it? Like For me, it's like, yeah, that's a no-go. It's a no-go. Like, I mean, put it this way, if I knew that I would have time to play and really kind of commit to playing that game, I probably would do it. I mean, I think for Zelda, I probably would, but I just know that I won't have the time. I won't really have the patience. I'm just not that kind of gamer no more, you know what I mean? And by the way, I don't even advocate anybody spending £70 in a game, because that's ridiculous. Like, real talk, it is actually ridiculous. £70 for a game. But I mean, for Zelda, I think if I was still in that place where I can commit to playing a game, where I could spend like the day, or at least near enough to the day, and just have like a whole like week, 2 weeks where I just commit to it. If I was in that place where I could still do that, I'd go £70 for Zelda. Like, I actually would, even though I shouldn't, because it is ridiculous and you shouldn't encourage ridiculous prices of games. But I ain't gonna lie, I'll do it for Zelda. But yeah, not now. I'm just not that guy no more. I'm not that gamer no more. You know what I mean? No, I'm not 20 years old no more. You know what I mean? I can't do it. I'm not 18, 19 years old no more. Man ain't 20, 21 no more. I can't do that. Like, I think the last time I was able to do that kind of gaming, I was probably like maybe like late 20s, early 30s, and even then it was difficult. But I feel like it was like the last sort of time I was able to like really just game like that. Or that was the ending, I should say, of the time when I was able to game like that. After that, I was just like, you know what, it's just too difficult to find that to commit that kind of time. I think the real nail in the coffin for me was, I want to say God of War, the 2018 God of War, the Norse, the first of the Norse ones, because I spent £50 on that game when it came out brand new, and I played it, I completed it, and then it sat on my shelf, and it was a great game, it really is, but it just sat on my shelf, and I was kind of like, man, it's a cool game, but I just spent £50 on this thing, and I literally just played it once. You know, I literally just played it once, and yes, it was a great game. I don't regret it like that, but at the same time, £50 to play something once, you can't really justify that, man. You can't, not at this point in my life. I can't justify that. So yeah. Late 20s, early 30s. Right. Now I'm proper casual for real, man. I'm filthy casual as it can be. Like, the time you see me play on stream like this is pretty much my weekly gaming time. Like, with the exception of maybe an hour or two here and there if I'm lucky, but this is pretty much my weekly gaming time. These streams that I do. So yeah, I'm a filthy casual these days. So what games I haven't played in my collection? You know what, mate? Listen, yeah. I just bought, in the last few weeks, I just bought like a bunch of games on Steam because they're on sale. Knowing that I'm not going to get to play them for a while, but because they're on sale, I was like, it's a good price, I should do it. Because by the time I do get to play it, you know, that those prices are going to go all the way back up to like full price. So I was kind of like, you know what, let me do this now because it's on sale. I could kind of justify it. And it was a good price. Those Steam do some really good sales, right? So I was like, you know, that's a good price. I can do that. I can justify that, you know, for a game on sale. But you know how many games I've bought on sale that I still haven't played yet? I've got games in my Steam library that I haven't even downloaded yet, let alone played. That's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. That's how it is now, man. That's how it is. Oh, wait, no. Seems in the sale. Let's go check out. Yeah, I think Estelle is still on, actually. So yeah, I think it ends. Was it end of May? So yeah, you might get some good stuff like Dead Space. Oh snap! They took Barrett out. Oh. Oh. Man. Oh, how did... I swear that took... It was like 11 points. 11 health points, and it took him all the way off. Nah. That's ridiculous. I'm gonna get Spider-Man. It's on Steam actually, but it's like, I think it's like 40 or 50 pounds on Steam right now. So Spider-Man's not on sale, I don't think. But yeah, it's on Steam. Like quite a lot of PlayStation games are on PC now actually. But they're at like 40-50 pound mark. I'm not trying to pay that kind of money for these games. I ain't trying to do that, not today. Oh, they've got Days Gone on sale actually, and that was like £13, which I think is a good price for Days Gone. Like Days Gone, I would say is like, I don't know if I'd call it a must play. It's a pretty good game though. I think for £13 it's definitely worth it. Yeah, Days Gone's pretty decent. Like, I think if you got my opinion, £13 is a good price for Days Gone because it's quite an older game now. It's not maybe. I mean, I think my kind of main frustration was is that it was like very close to being a brilliant game. Like it's very close to being an amazing game, and it's really just like minor things here and there that it makes these really, in my opinion, odd creative choices, odd gameplay choices that I feel like if those were done differently, the game could have been just brilliant. But as it is, it's alright. You know, it's alright. It's not, in my opinion, a must play. Story wise, it's pretty generic. But you know, it's decent gameplay. It's a decent overall experience, and for 13 quid, yeah, I think 13 quid's worth it. Okay, he's going to my buy list. Yeah, it's such a great review. I think I'll do okay. I mean, that's what it comes down to: is it worth the price you're going to pay for it? You know what I mean? That's what it comes down to. Because I'm sure. I mean, I get it. Games cost a lot of money to make now, which is one of the reasons why a lot of games have, you know, microtransactions and the prices go up, and they find ways to increase the prices here and there. And the sort of £50-60 price has been a while for a while, and the cost of games is going up. I get why games are expensive from a business point of view. That being said, from a consumer point of view, I still need to be able to justify spending that money on the game. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it comes down to me. If I buy a game for £50, do I feel like I'm getting the £50 experience out of it? You know, and I ain't gonna lie to you. So a lot of times it's no. Like, as much as I like the game, I'm not always feeling like that was a £50 experience. It was maybe a £20 experience, and which is great. I mean, nothing wrong with £20 experience, but as long as you're paying £20 for it. You know what I mean? It's an issue when you're paying £50 for it and it's a £20 experience. So yeah, that's kind of how I look at it. And one amongst the reasons why I just don't buy very many games brand new. You know, like I said, Zelda, if I had the time for it, I'm sure it's worth £100. Like I would not be surprised if that game is you could spend £100 now and just get your money's worth out of it from play. I just don't got the time for Zelda like that, or any game like that. By the way, I'm not suggesting people put their games up to £100, so please don't do that. Please don't start selling games at £100. We don't need that. We don't need a repeat of the Neo Geo era. We don't. We don't need that. Haze needs to do reviews again. You're so good at reviews and products. I do still reviews actually, but I put them on my movie channel. So I mean, I haven't done many game reviews there, but there are a few. There are a few. In fact, the last one I did was for Days Gone. So that's on the movie channel. So yeah, I do still do reviews, but yeah, maybe not as often. I ain't abandoned them completely. I can't go up here. Apparently, I was here. Oh man, I need to go back up. How much were Neo Geo games back in the day? I know they were expensive for their time. Neo Geo was like, okay, quality standard and home console. Yeah, like from what I remember, the games started at around £70, and the most expensive games I saw were about £150. And this is back, what was Neo Geo? This would have been like 90 something, like mid 90s, I think. And this is back at a time where the average, like say the Nintendo games at the time, the sort of, you know, safer Nintendo games at the time, I think they would go for about £50 back then. Sort of the brand new ones, I think they were going for about £50. So £70 for a game is a stretch. But you were getting games for a tenner back then, for real. Raw. No, you did well. If you were getting games for... Oh, you going with the death blow. For 10, 20 pounds, you were doing well. I think I was saving up for like... Yeah, real talk, that cheap. Damn, you were doing well. Because I remember saving up weeks to buy a game. Weeks. Like weeks to buy a game. Like most games I think I played at the time were like borrowed from friends. Like that's what you did. You could be buying games all the time, like saving your pocket money. Man, we didn't even get pocket money, yeah. Listen, yeah, we did not get pocket money. We got dinner money. So if we wanted something, we went without school dinners for weeks. Weeks to save up to buy games and stuff. Weeks. Long, like talking like school term, you know what I mean? I'm going for like a whole half term, a whole school term, I think. What was a half term? Half term was like 6 weeks, I think, isn't it? So yeah, at least a half term, just weeks of saving. And because it was dinner money, by the way, we didn't get nothing when we were on half term. Ugh. You only got stuff when we were in school, so it was like weeks. Oh, that death blow good for these guys. Okay. Alright, so I can't. Oh wait, I can't. It was this way. Okay. So I think I need to get down. Ooh. There. Oh. Missed the ting. That's no good. Use my paper round money to buy games. What was a paper round pay like? Cause I never did a paper round, but I did want to do it. I don't know why I never did it. But I would have liked to have done that back in the day, because that would have been cool to, like, you know, get in your bike, cycle, earn some little cash. But yeah, what was the pay like for a paper round? I'm assuming this is 90s, right? I'm guessing this is sort of 90s. Back then in the 90s, I was getting £10 a week. You know what? That's good though. I mean, back then, that would, well, I think that would have been good back then, yeah? Because for me, that would have been good for sure. Because I was used to £5 a week dinner money. So if I could have got an extra tenner a week back then, oh, that would have been so sweet. But do you have to work like hours or something, or was it like long? I mean, like, what kind of long hours, like, or I don't know, maybe. Oof. Yeah, I was at 12 years old, so it was nice, including pocket money. See, that would have been sweet, man. You get your pocket money, and on top of that, an extra tenner a week. So I definitely should have done that. Definitely should have done that. Because I could have had games a lot sooner than I did if I had done that. I could have had maybe even more games if I had done that. Man. It took me no longer than a half hour to finish. Be right back. Alright, cool. See you in a bit. Man, half hour. Man, that would have been sweet. Just saying though, that would have been sweet. Because it took me like, yeah, at least, I mean, let's say I was getting like £5 a week dinner money, and I'd have to save that. And if I wanted to buy a game was like 50 quid. So what's that? What's 50 divided by 5? That's 5. No, it's not. It's 10. 10? Yeah, no. Yeah, 10. It's 10. It's 10. So 10 weeks. So yeah, it would have been more than a half term. It would have been going into the next half term. You know, maybe pushing close to a whole term I'd have been saving for. So had I done like a paper on the side, yeah, I could have had stuff so much sooner. Man, it's actually amazing how I managed to buy the games I did. Like, Like, it's actually pretty crazy when you think about it. When I think about it, because we didn't get a lot of money, and somehow I know some were things they borrowed from, like games we borrowed from friends. Some of it was that. But mate, it was a time. It was a time. Ish. But yeah, somehow, some way, still managed to buy games, still managed to save, still managed to borrow. Like, there was one guy, actually, you know what? Let me pick up this guy actually real quick. There was one guy in my school, dude called Jimmy. Jimmy was the coolest dude. Like, he really was. Like, because usually when if you want to borrow a game from somebody, you lend them something and they'll lend you something, right? And that way you don't have an issue with people not returning things, because then you got something there, you got, you know, that sort of thing. And that's kind of like the kind of unwritten rule of how things went. You lend them something, they lend you something. But because, yeah, like, I didn't have many games, and Jimmy, from I think he was the only person, at least that I can remember, that would lend you games without asking for something in return. So he'll let me, he let me at least 2-3 games. I don't even remember which ones they are right now. I think a wrestling game was one of them. But he must have let me like 2-3 different games on one console. What was it? I don't even remember. Like, I think it was the Master System. Might have been the Master System or the Super NES. I don't remember which. Maybe both, actually. But yeah, he lent me a few games, and he never asked for nothing in return. He was like one person I knew that would do that. But yeah, he was like the coolest guy in my school. At least I thought he was anyway, because like he had all the games consoles. Like he had the Nintendo, he had the Sega, he had a video player. And by the way, this is stuff that he told. I don't know if it's true. I've never been to his house. But I remember he's telling that he had a video player, like a VHS player in his room, and he would tell you, be like, yeah, I don't watch TV, I watch videos. He would say stuff like that, and he wasn't one of these obnoxious pricks that, you know, when they got things that you don't have, they just rub it in your face. He wasn't like that. Like, I knew people like that, but he wasn't like that. He was just like cool about it, and so he had no problem lending you stuff, and he would like telling you like cheat codes and how to do like certain how to get certain like extra lives or whatever it was. And yeah, he was a cool dude. Big up Jimmy, man. Big up Jimmy. I haven't spoke to him for many years, and I think the last time I spoke to him was on Facebook. But yeah, he's doing alright as far as I can tell. But yeah, big up Jimmy, man. Like Jimmy, cool dude. He's a cool dude. Ooh, it's that way. Oh, flipping out. Oh, I haven't even put my... Oh, what's this? This is new. I'm not sure I like the look of this guy. Everyone's grudge. This don't look... Oh, this don't look too nice at all. Oh, everyone's grudge. Nah. This takes up way too much. Ugh. Yo, man took off my whole health though. Oh, flipping! That's what I mean about it. You can't see who you're actually aiming it at. Bloody hell, man! You can't actually see who you're giving it to. Like, this is such an awkward thing. Like, why is... I think that's it. Oh, dude. Oh, can you die already? Oh, man. Yo, what up, Brax? Guys, started off with the Nintendo 64 and GameCube first. Oh, I don't like this guy, man. And I don't like this angle. Oh, should I summon something? Oh, jeez. Why are they so far down? Oy. Yeah, 64 is a great console though. That was probably one of my favorite consoles. In fact, yeah, I'll say it's my favorite console. In terms of like innovation, in terms of games, N64 did a lot. Yo, what is this guy's health like though? Well, it's another game console I started off with, then the other two. But which one did you actually start off with then? I think my very first actual games console, well, I don't even think, I know my very first games console was the Master System 2. That wasn't my first gaming machine, however. It was the first. Let me try to give this guy death blow so it does. Yo, what is this guy's? Oh, finally! Boy, what is his health like, man? Just taking off. Ugh. My first gaming machine was like some handheld. I don't even remember what it's called. Like a handheld LCD, one game machine. You know, like 1-2 buttons. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Like old school, early mid 80s. I think like early 80s LCD screen game. I don't even remember which game it was. Years later, we had things like Game & Watch and. How do I get down here? Wait, let me just put my hand. Ether. I need to put these up just in case. Remember those? Oh yeah, yeah. This is like, I mean, Game & Watch was around in the early 80s, but we never had it in the early 80s. We got Game & Watch like, oh, there we go. We got Game & Watch like maybe like mid to late 80s. But yeah, the first ones we had, I remember having one of these just generic kind of LCD screen games. I don't remember what it was, probably some fighting game or something. And then we got a, it was a Sinclair something or other. I don't remember the name of the machine, but it's a Sinclair computer that lasted a little while. And then we had an Amstrad after that. And then the Master System was in 1990, Master System 2 rather. And the Master System was out in the 80s, but the Master System 2, which was like the rebranded, redesigned rather, Master System, that's the one that I bought, and I bought it with my own money. I remember saving up for that, £60. I remember exactly how much it cost, because I remember saving up my money for it. And it came, I bought it because that one had the built-in Alex Kidd in Wonderland, sorry, Alex Kidd in Miracle World built in. So you could buy it and have a game ready to play, and you don't have to worry about, you know, buying another game. You can just play it. So that was the only game I had for the longest time when I bought that machine. And I played it so much, man. I played that game to the, mate, classic game, classic game. My other console was first, the PS1 was second, Nintendo 64 third, GameCube was fourth, PS2 was fifth, Game Boy Color and arcade games were in between. Oh yeah, the handheld revolution, remember that? The original Game Boy from 1989. We did get a Game Boy. My brother got one first, but I got one afterwards. I had a Game Gear, and he had a Game Boy. Then no, was it the other way around? Did he have the Game Gear and I had the Game Boy? I don't remember who got which first, but I know one of us had a Game Gear, one of us had a Game Boy, and then later on we got another one as well, get another Game Gear, another Game Boy. So I know I had a Game Boy and a Game Gear. I just don't remember which one I got first. I think it was the, that doesn't really matter, but I had them both just at different times, and then he had them both as well, but again at different times. Like I tell, I don't know how we managed to save money for all these games consoles. I somehow managed to do it. I don't know how I did it. I'm thinking back on it now, because it would have taken weeks to save for these things. It literally would have taken weeks. And somehow we managed to buy these games consoles, and we had pretty much every games console since the Master System 2. So we never had the NES, never had that. We had a Master System 2, we had the Game Gear, the Game Boy, had the Super NES, we had the PlayStation, but that came much later on. Had the N64, Dreamcast, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4. Yeah, we had all those. The Xbox 360, and Xbox One. So we had all of those. I guess the only ones we didn't have, actually, no, we didn't have all the game consoles. So we didn't have the Virtual Boy. We didn't have the Sega Saturn or the Sega Mega Drive. So those two, well, we missed out on. But we had pretty much, oh yeah, the PlayStation Portable, and we had that as well. Game Boy Color, I think my little brother had one of those. But we had pretty much we had a console in pretty much every generation, with the exception of the original Nintendo NES. But even then, we did still have game systems, even if we didn't have the mainstream ones. So yeah, somehow, some way, we managed to have a games console from every generation. I don't know how we did that, bruh. We must have not never eaten. I swear down, we must have not never eaten. Yo, Jacob's back. Yeah, the Game Boy in the 1980s was a bit bigger than the one from the 2000s, yeah. Yeah, it got rebranded, rebuilt, and redone, and all that, yeah. So remember the connector cables that you can play? Yeah. But you both need a copy of the game. Well, which everyone had Tetris, though. If you had a Game Boy, you had Tetris, so that wasn't a problem. But you had that 2-player cable. Did you ever have a PC Engine console? I did not, actually. I don't believe I did. I guess that's one other we missed out on. Which are you gonna choose, Cloud9? Left or right? Ooh, do I want to go left or I want to go right? I don't know, man. Don't know. Shall we go left? Shall we go right? Oof. What you guys think? Left or right? I'll go with the first answer. Back then, my favorite console was Super NES. So Super NES was awesome, wasn't it? Super NES was awesome because he had like, I mean, left. We're going left. Cool. Appreciate that, Dan. But yeah, Super NES had like Street Fighter 2. That was a main game for that. In fact, that was the main reason I got it was Street Fighter 2. Played it so much. Street Fighter 2 was my game back in the day. Then you had some football game that we played a lot of. Man, I remember there was this football game we played that it had a built-in save function. The cartridge, you could save your progress to the cartridge, right? And that was the first time I'd ever seen that. Now, by the way, this wasn't the first game to do it. I know that now, right? But it was the first game that I had that had a save progress function in the built into the cartridge, and it meant that you could turn it off, you can take it out, you put it back in, and your progress was there, and it was amazing to me, right? And I remember like when I had a family trip to Nigeria and came back. We were there for like a month, I think. And I came back, and one of the first things I did was put the game back into the machine and turn it on. And I was so amazed that it still had my progress from like a month ago. It was like the most amazing thing for me that it was, you could save your progress to this cartridge, and not you could just save it, it held it for months. Wow, that was amazing. You have no idea. Well, I'm sure you do actually. You have that. You guys have an idea, but kids today would have no idea how my mind was blown at the fact that it was saving my progress to the cartridge. That was incredible, man. Up it overall. That's so good. Just chilling. Yeah, indeed. We go left. Dan was the first answer, so we go left. Appreciate it. The input though, Jakes. But Dan did get there first. All right, then. Oh wait, we're choosing. Okay, I have to choose my team. So Cal's going left. Barrett's going left. Tifa can go right. Red X can go right. Looks like my team going with me. Kate Sif can go right. And Sid could come with me, heading left. Now don't any of you die on me. Gotta get through to Sephiroth. For life on this planet, indeed. Indeed, the very life of this planet is in our hands. Oof. No pressure then, yeah? Need to save your progress, revolution. Scary, for sure, for sure. But apparently, like, I mean, like I said, that was the first time I'd seen it. But apparently that was a feature in some games, even on the original NES. Like, the original Zelda, for example. The first ever Zelda game had that feature where it would save your progress to the cartridge. But yeah, I never had a NES, so I didn't know about it. But yeah, apparently they were doing it back in the NES days as well. But from my understanding, it was only a very few games that had that function. And I imagine it's because those cartridges and games were probably more expensive at that time. I mean, now it's like whatever, right? But back then, I assume it probably because it was more expensive and most games didn't do it. And what you might have, I remember some games, they would give you a code, remember this? Where you get like some way, you get to like level 2, whatever it was. And because it can't save your progress, it would give you a code. So the next time you come back, you can enter the code and take you straight to level 2. You get to level 3, it gives you another code. Level 4 gives you another code. You know, so anytime you come back, you just enter the code and it'll take you to whatever level you got up to. The issue, of course, is if you lost the code, you just had to start again. Because this is before, you couldn't just go online and look up codes on the internet. You know what I mean? You couldn't do that back then. So if you lost the code, unless your friend had it or something or whatever, but yeah, it was just this tough. You just got to start again. In the day before the end then, all saving functions, we had to play games for hours. We couldn't leave it. And if the game crashed, right. If you lost all your lives, you start right from the beginning of the game, not the beginning of the level, mind you, the beginning of the game. Once your 3 lives were gone, it was like that's it. You start right from the beginning of the game. Yeah, only some games had, at least only. I mean, I'll say some games. I assume some games. I only had one game that used the code function, so I don't know how many games did it in the end, but I assume that wasn't the only one. But yeah, I remember one game I had a code function where you make some progress and it would give you a code periodic every now and then. You get to a certain point and you just have to enter that code in to take you to that bit when you come back to the game, which was pretty cool at the time. But yeah, it's. You had to make sure you wrote that code down neatly, write that code neatly, and keep it somewhere safe. You could be scrawling that thing in some mad, broke up handwriting, and come back to it like, what the hell did I just write? No, you had to make sure you wrote it down neatly. Practice your handwriting with that one. I was playing Gauntlet, yeah, back in the day, and I got really far and the game crashed. Oof. I swear through my console out of the way. Had enough of this. Hey, the way games were so hard back then, though, like the amount of swearing that came out of my mouth back in the day is unbelievable. Like. That's probably one of the reasons why I don't use so many swear words now. I used them all up in the 80s and 90s. You know? I think that's what happened. I think all the swear words all the swear words that's allocated for my life, I used them all up in the 80s and 90s playing video games. That's why I don't swear so much these days. Every now and then one creeps its way out, but I think I used up pretty much all my swear words back then. Ghosts and Goblins, where the game sends you back. Yeah, everywhere frustrated for sure, man. Ghosts is a classic. I still love that game. I remember playing. I didn't play it back when it came out. I did play it like years later, and yeah, that was one where you have the armor, but you get hit and your armor goes away and just like naked. This will be the end of it. Oof. Okay, it won't let me go that way. I've got to go left. I chose my path. cool. Got Ghost. What was the what was the earlier one? I think with very rudimentary graphics. So okay, so Ghost and Goblin. Okay, you know what? I might have played that one. To be honest, I'm not sure. I know I've played one of them at least. But okay, there was a Ghouls and Ghosts and a Ghosts and Goblins. I think it was Ghosts and Goblins. I think the one I played was Ghosts and Goblins. But there was a Ghoul. Okay, it was Ghouls and Ghosts as well. Ghosts and Goblins has aged well, I think. Likewise, though. Yeah, I think that one, or one of them at least, is available on the oh, sad again, man. On the Nintendo game service thingy. Goblins on my Switch. Oh, nice. Do you have the, was it a Switch Online, the Nintendo Online service? I used to have that. I let it lapse and I haven't renewed it since. Another fork in the road. Oh, don't let me split up again. Which way? Oh, well, you've got to choose up or down. Alright, let me put this to the group again. Do we go up? Do we go down? Again, I'll go with the first answer. Up or down? What do you think, guys? First answer I'll go with. Playing it. Okay. Yeah, the online sale was pretty cool. I mean, for you going down, okay. Jake was saying down. All right, cool. The online sale was pretty cool. It's definitely worth it for the money you get. For the money you pay, you do get a good selection of games. It is mostly the older games, which is fine. But you pay like £17 a year. If you pay, there's another package where you pay like £35 a year and you get access to like some Sega games and N64 games. I never had that one because that came after I let it lapse. But yeah, for what you pay and what you get is a pretty good deal. But yeah, I think you kind of need to be somebody who's really into the older games. Like if you don't care for older games, it's not going to be worth it. If you're very much a retro gamer, then that's a really good deal. You pay like say £35 a year and you get a lot of the old school Nintendo, NES, and up to that N64 games. Oh, well, this down, wasn't it? Here we're going down. Need to play on my Switch more though, for sure. My Switch has been collecting dust lately, like I ain't gonna lie. Oh, I don't split the team up again. I want all to come with me. Why not? All to go down. Oh, that's where I came from. Oh, flipping out, man. Oh, damn it. Ish. Oh, got him. Yo, what up, Sam? Sam B in the place to be. I'm in the mood. I play on my Switch. No, I got a Steam Deck. I hardly play. Switch. Yeah, it's difficult to justify the Switch. I mean, I like the console. I think there's some good games on it, but the games are just so few and far between. The good games, at least. But the good games, or at least the games that I'm interested in, are so few and far between. A lot of them are on other consoles where they're just honestly more convenient, right? And it just makes it more and more difficult. And they're cheaper on other consoles as well. So it just makes it more and more difficult to justify buying stuff for the Switch when it's like you already got a bunch of stuff on other consoles or other platforms. It's cheaper to get it on other platforms. It's like, ugh. Oh, there you go. Doing all right, Sam. Doing all right. Doing all right indeed. Got this guy. How's your day going? How's your day been? Appreciate you joining this live stream. As we make our way through Final Fantasy VII. Ugh. Another battle, man. Another battle. Oh, this guy again. Flipping out. This guy his health is too much, man. His health is too much, man. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's high. Like, I think it's more than 10,000. All good, awesome. I like to hear that, y'all. Okay, what we got here? Ramu. I like to hear that. All good, awesome. Awesome, awesome. We're just talking about the good old days of 80s and 90s gaming. Is that all? Oh, missed. Good. Oof. Yeah, talking about having to save money. Only 1,400 though. Oh, got him. This guy takes a lot. But yeah, having to like save money, saving dinner money, saving pocket money. I got £5 a week pocket, £5 a week dinner money that I had to save if I wanted to buy stuff. And Jake was just telling me that he did a paper round where he got £10 a week for. Bro, you know how much £10 a week would have benefited me back then? If I had an extra £10 a week on top of the £5 a week that I was getting, mate, it would have been over. Like, man. At least I can say I'm too young to remember 80s gaming. I mean, yeah, being 29, yeah, this is a little bit before your time, I think. So yeah. But it was a good time, though. It was a good time. Extreme power consoles in their homes. It's been in there since even good. Yeah, such crap excuses for consoles. I think our consoles back then were pretty good. Oh wait, did I just put my? Yeah, we good. I mean, they were good at the time, like compared to like what people are running now. Yeah, it's just it's a joke thing, isn't it? You know. But oh flipping out. But yeah, back then, man. Oh flipping out, this guy again. Oh mate. Oh well, yeah, VA. Oh yeah, but Woolworths. Yeah. I remember Woolworths. Social media can be so addictive. You find yourself neglecting other aspects of your life, like going out and social. Yeah, no, definitely gotta be careful for sure. Like, make sure. I mean, social media is cool; it could be fun and all that, but at the same time, yeah, gotta make sure you touch grass, as they say, as the kids are saying these days. Make sure you still go out and touch grass. Yeah. Oh, got him. It's on the break done me good. I actually feel refreshed. Oh, nice. It doesn't stop me doing that. My anxiety does. Oh, myself. Oof. My friends were amazed when I actually asked them to go out for drinks. Jacob, is that you? Is that it? Could it be? Is that really you? Received the vaccine. Wow. Better not get no COVID now. Oh, flipping out again. Again. Now, I've been playing for a while and I've not come across a save point. I'm just saying, like, I cannot... No, I cannot get kills at this point. Like, I need to. Oof. Oof, missed, damn it. Oof. Oh, there you go. Got him. Got him. So have you discovered coping techniques to help you cope with anxiety over the years? I remember when I couldn't handle large crowds. Yeah, I think, to be honest, like, for me personally, like, it kind of varies from situation to situation, of course, but I think just in general, I don't usually do well in crowd. Like, it kind of depends. If I'm pretty comfortable with, or if it's a group of people where I'm pretty comfortable with, like, say, most people there, or let's say everybody, or at least most people there, and that's not so bad. But you know, when you're in groups of people where maybe you know one person pretty well, and the other guys, maybe you just met that day, or you just don't know them as well. Yeah, I'm usually like very reserved and quiet in those kind of groups. Phoenix. Bahamut. Wait, so did my team just give me all their materia? Oh, this has got near Bahamas, okay. And Ifrit and Titan. Exit, transform. Jurassic Park, Warpath games on PS1. Overtime improves social situations. I think I still have room for improvement. Well, there's always room for improvement, but hey, work in progress, right? All a work in progress. Ish, that's not what I'm gonna do. Come on, I'm trying to go this way. So that's have you ever played Dark Crisis? Dark Crisis, I remember that game actually. Oh yeah, kind of some days I can, if I plan ahead. Choosing where I sit, leave when I've had enough, etc. Yeah, manage it bit by bit. Resident Evil Dinosaurs. Oh, man, got the sadness. X potion. Oof. Bro, I'm deep in this cave and I've not seen a save point yet. Bruh. Oh, and this guy, come on. Yeah, Dark Crisis, I think I played a little. I don't remember much of it though. But I think it was in the house, and I don't know, maybe I didn't actually play it in the end. But I remember, I can remember it being in the house. Or that might have been Turok I'm thinking of actually. I might be thinking of Turok. Ish. Oh, got Cloud though. Damn it. Yeah, the first one and the demo disc. It was another version of Jurassic World, but to me, looking back at it, okay, with a routine going out like school runs, etc. It's planned. It's outside the norm. I have to plan ahead. So it won't be more like it won't be like a spontaneous, hey, let's go here type thing. Be more like, okay, so plan ahead, think about where we're gonna go, how we're gonna get there, what we're gonna do, where we're gonna sit, and all that. Items. I need ether to put my magic back up. It's running low. Yo, Natalie Pinkston, how you been? Been a long minute. Big up to you, Nats. How's you been? How's you going? How's your day been? No, yeah, that. How's your day been? How's your day going? Appreciate you coming through. JG123, how is ya? Yeah, some days I'm okay. Okay, this is cool. Bubbles, etc. And I'm going to my book and advance plan. Let's see. And there, I don't eat and drink water, it's fine. You never eat cinema food? Okay. Let's be fair, it's expensive, so probably for the best. Oof. Ah, come on. Well, can I pick up this? I can't actually, it won't let me stay long enough to... Oh, got it. Mega All. Oof. What kind of material is Mega All? It's saying in no order or what says Mega All. Attacks all. Oh, I like that. I like that. I want to be able to attack everybody at once. That is a good one. That is a good one. Yeah, I can replace steel as well. I don't need to steel as well. Well. Oof, come on. Oof. Oh, okay. Got him. I found my game really. I found the game really tough, but I still liked it. I don't know how. I don't know now. I used to when my mind was that screwed. Yeah, that's what makes a lot of sense. Just World Wars for real. They can get rid of the carnivorous ninjas and leave the harmless ones to do their thing. I found it so hard. I got frustrated and abandoned it. Yeah, that's how I feel about a lot of games, to be honest with you. Like, just this is hard. Just hard. Okay. Okay, we're not going that way. Or that way. Hey, were you thinking of leaving me? This is the center of the planet. Oh, we've come a long way. I did buy some noise cancelling headphones recently. They help. Speaking of noise cancelling headphones, have you guys seen those Dyson headphones with the air filtration thing that goes over your mouth? They cost about $1,000, which I guess is somewhere around £700–800. But yeah, they're these big noise cancelling headphones that are supposed to also filter the air around your mouth as well, so that it just gives you clean air to breathe. And they're huge. They look pretty ridiculous. I mean, when you could take the mouthpiece off and you could just use them as headphones, and then it just looked like, I guess, really expensive, headphones. But with the mouth bit on, yeah, they look pretty ridiculous. But I did watch one channel talking about them, doing a review of the product, And it basically just came down to that they're kind of cool, but ultimately very pointless, because you know, you can spend a lot of money on something that doesn't do as good a job as other things that you can get for a lot cheaper, you know. So it's a lot of money for effectively a novelty that doesn't really work so well. I can't live without my Apple AirPods. Are you one of those guys, man, with the AirPods in their ears all the time? Walking around, everybody go AirPods in. It's blocking out all the chaos of London. Yeah, no, for sure. I think noise cancelling headphones or earbuds, especially if you commute on a train, it's pretty much a must, you know. Just to sit in silence, noise cancelling on, but no music playing. Those guys and fans, well, order someone I can. Yeah, I mean, Dyson do make good products. I'm not sure this is going to be one I'll be looking to get, but yeah, Dyson do make good products. I think it'd be a lot of money to spend on something that, yeah, I'm not sure it's going to be. I don't particularly want to. I mean, yeah, but I guess it's not a bad idea to have something that filters out toxins in the air, right? But yeah, I don't know about £1,000 or whatever it costs to do that. I'm thinking, nah. I've been breathing in London's polluted air my whole life. It's there's no point changing it now. So it's not going to do much. Because the noise from the kids and the parents is too much. They help me deal with that. London has to be the worst place in the country, trust me. And it was busy. Yeah, no, London is busy, especially going through centre. Already pretty much sort of town centre area. But yeah, central London is mad. It's mad. Yeah, I would not recommend going there. Yeah, further. Well, I'm not sure I recommend anybody going there, quite frankly. But yeah, certainly if there's like a social anxiety, it's like bumping into each other. It's normal just because it's so busy, especially in the day. You know, it's mad. Like Saturday afternoon, for example, is mad. It's crazy. So yeah, I would not recommend that. If you ever do go central London, I'll say go at night. I mean, it's still pretty busy, but it's it's probably a bit more manageable at night. But yeah, definitely not during the day. Definitely not. Or in general, or maybe just not ever really. just don't. Yeah, that's the point. see Mithril. Okay. Mine source. Elixir. Alright. Let's mosey, you know. Damn, again? Stop saying it like a wimp. Can't you say move out? There you go. There you go. Man saying mosey. Let's go to London winning. First time I was playing Eternal Darkness, the leading character. Alex reminded me of Buffy. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, Eternal Darkness is another game I never completed. That kind of bugs me actually. But I don't know where you can play that game unless I break out the GameCube and find a physical copy of Eternal Darkness. Going alone, you know. It won't do us no good with everyone back here. That's right. You take 2 of us with you. Go first, the rest will catch up with you later. This is like a practice run before the final battle. Can I save though? Like, bloody hell, I've been playing for ages and I ain't been able to save yet. Give me times where I could swap the teams around. But how about a place where I could actually save? Was a good brain teaser too. Was on Xbox. Okay, I didn't know that. I know it was on GameCube. That was on Xbox. If it was on Xbox. Oof. Oof. Oh, mate, man. Go on. Oh, what is... Listen, I cannot die, though. Ugh. Don't... Flipping hell, I can't be facing these big enemies. No, don't do this. Flipping hell. What is this? It hasn't given me a chance to save. Like it... Oh, no. Oh, flipping hell. Only just survived that. I only just survived that. That isn't... Ugh, damn. Sweden won it, dude. Sweden. Loreen. Oh, come on. Oh, look at this big thing, man. I don't like this, man. Can you, if it would be, I'd feel better if it at least gave me a save opportunity before we started this section. Oof. All the way for 864s, yeah. Mike Tyson punch out. From canning him, but it would be until the girls done with school. So if he did just did some of the air in school and cannon, they fell against okay, I got my sleep, but oh, got him. Oof. All right. Oof. Oh, come on, man. Oh, this guy again. Flipping out. I can't believe we did that badly. Oof. Yeah, UK finished, I don't know where, but it's quite low down, wasn't it? They're pretty contested fair. I think it might have been actually. I know they got, I mean, they definitely got a lot of points from the judges. They got a lot of points from the fans as well. So, yeah. Oof, man. And the contest says That's what I was hoping. This was yeah. I thought the UK song was okay actually. Ben didn't like it. Ben, our resident Eurovision Song Contest expert, was not a fan of the UK song. Or more, I think it was more the UK performance. I think it was, wasn't it? Not so much the song, but more the performance. Performance alone, Sweden deserved away and vote for Germany. Then ever €1. Oh, come on, man. This one again, ish. Phoenix down. Ugh. Oh, I don't like this one, man. He takes off way too much health on one hit. And I can't lose, man. I can't lose now. I've come too far. I swear you might see me cry if that happens, I ain't gonna lie. Oh, come on. Oh, mate, Sid's gone. Need to get Sid back up. Oh, jeez. Ugh, all that. Oh, come on, man. Ugh. Okay. What's going on? Oh, wait. Come on, man. How? Freaking hell. Ish. Bloody hell, man. This is not okay. Got him. Oh, flipping hell. Flipping hell. It's too close, man. It's too close. Okay, I need to put my magic up as well. Get my items. Go to Ether. Alright. Ugh, damn it, damn it, damn it. I don't want to fight no more, man. Especially this thing. Oh. Sorry guys, kind of missed the chat a little bit, my bad, I'm sorry. Appreciate you guys chatting though. Big up to you. Big up to everybody. I'm just mad stressed right now. Games should not be stressful. This one is. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm emotionally invested in this game, I guess is what that means. Oh, I got my sleep though. That's something. Ugh, got him. Ugh. Oh, wait. Oh, forgetting myself, man. Forgetting myself. Make sure. Actually, oh, I didn't even use me. Okay. Oh, man. Where are we? Alright, let me try and catch up a little bit. Turks are Wars, Deadly Arts, Flying Force, Xena, Talisman of Fate, Zelda, Majora's Mask. Yeah. Majora's Mask was a good game, man. That was came out after Ocarina of Time. Kind of underrated actually, but mainly because Ocarina of Time was like just so good, and Majora's Mask was good. It was alright, but I'm thinking it just couldn't live up to Ocarina in the end. And Evil 2 is another Nintendo favorite. The nerves of the occasion. It's possible, but you'd hope that that if they're singing at that level, they'll have. I mean, I think you're always going to get nervous. Like that's a fact that you will always get nervous. But if you're singing or performing at that level, you'd hope that they'd have found ways to be able to deal with those nerves. But maybe not. What's that? Genova is coming. Mate, come on. Can I save though? Why aren't you giving me the opportunity to save? I swear, if I... This is not okay, man. The fact that I've come this far and I've not had a single opportunity to save, it's 2 hours of gameplay, just about. It was about 2 hours of gameplay. This is not okay. And it's giving me these mad bosses as well, like, bro. The frustration is harder than the boss. Hey, for real, man. It's not even a joke. That's, yeah. It feels like that, Dan. It really does. The frustration. Well, I mean, hopefully this frustration is harder than the boss. Hopefully that's the case. Ugh. Oof, oof, oof. They do a good job hosting the show. I've been a fan of the franchise since I was a kid. But yeah, the rights has changed. The original storylines about European fantasy. Oh shit, no, that's what I want to do. It's not wanting to do at all. That's not wanting to do at all, but oh. For now. From a few good performances I found, the whole thing boring to be honest. And it's like a 4-hour event though, isn't it? So yeah. And a lot of it is like electro Euro pop. So there's only so much boom, 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 boom you can take in one evening, right? So mate, I'm just sending summons at this thing though. It's like oh man. I don't know how much more this thing's got to go, but I need it to end. Like, I need this thing to end. I need this thing to end. Like, yo. Oh, missed flipping out, Titan. Try it for it again. Actually, I might not be a good idea. I'm running low on magic for Sid. Oh, flipping out. What's 5? What's this about? 4. Don't tell me there's some bullshit. Flipping hell. Ultima. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on. Oh, oof. That was not okay. I am not okay with that. Just so you know. I'm not okay with the levels of damn near heart attack that this thing just gave me. I am not okay. Ugh. Code runs a Cancer Capre. Let's just do a remake of that. Well, they're remaking every other Resident Evil game, so yeah. Why not? That's a sad part about it. I mean, Russia isn't even allowed to compete anymore, and in my opinion, that's questionable because why should the acts of one person define a whole? Yeah, indeed, 100%. 100%. It's like they're not coming for politics and war and whatever. They're just trying to sing like everybody else. Light. This is this. Can I save, please? Is this light holy? Tifa. And so we all together. Sephiroth. Is this Sephiroth's power? Oh, mate. Why have you not given... I'm low health. One of my characters is dead. I have not been given a chance to even put my health back up. Nor have been given a chance to say, don't do this, man. Used to be unbiased, not so much anymore. Yeah, I mean, Ukraine won it last year, and I didn't watch or listen to it last year. But yeah, I know they won, and I'm not gonna say nothing bad about the Ukraine song because I haven't heard it. I'm sure it's a great song, but it's one of these things where you hear that they won and you think, interesting timing. Interesting timing. But hey, I'm sure it's a good song. Shining. Eris prayer is shining. So yeah, this isn't the end yet. Oh. Make a poly a free. Oh, why can't I save though? Come on. Alright, item. Phoenix down. Hyper. Sadness. Tranquilizer. Fury. Magic. Item. Ether. Bloody hell, man. I don't like this. I don't like the fact that it hasn't given me a chance to save, because if it all goes tits up, it's literally over 2 hours of gameplay to do again. If this doesn't, this is not okay, man. This is not okay. Ugh. No. Ugh. Oh, I hate this. Oh man. I think this is the final boss of the game and I have not been able to save. I don't like this. I don't. And this guy can put his health back up as well? Oh, mate. Oh wait, I just flipping out. I think I gave him some health, you know. I've got to be careful with ice magic. Gotta be careful with ice magic. Don't use ice magic because that might help him out. Oh man, you could give himself health though. I don't like that. You can give yourself a lot of health too. Ush. No, not Shiva. Try Ramu. Ugh. Stigma, what's that? Oh, mate. Antidote. Ugh, flipping hell, man. This guy's giving himself health. I can't compete with this man. He's giving himself more health than I can take off. Oh, mate, there's gotta be... a better way to this, because otherwise I'm gonna be here until I just run out of everything. Oh, gee. So I think the moral of the story is I'm not strong enough for this guy. I need to be, what, maybe level 70, 80 minimum? Ush. Ugh. Bro. Yeah, I'm not okay right now. But yeah, did Abu oh, did I just give him some health again? So I gotta be careful. Was it? So I'm taking off some health and giving him other health. It's not okay. I'm not okay. Head portion be dead. Wait, what? Bizarro energy. I need a better tactic because clearly what I'm doing is not working. Quake free, flipping element. Oh, jeez. I need a much better tactic. So, how do I stop him? From doing anything? I believe they are from Sweden, actually, yeah. Oof. It's too much to start again. It's too much to start again, man. If I can't make this through, I don't know if I want to play this anymore. I'm gonna be serious. Like, it's 2 hours of gameplay. Ugh. Just for this, and you didn't give me the opportunity to save before. At least give me the opportunity to save before this, so I don't feel like, oh no, he's gone. He's gone, flipping hell, man. Ugh. Oh, jeez. Ugh, he's gone. I can't beat this guy like this. Ugh. Oh, jeez. They're all down now. Ah, flipping out. They're all down now. Well, most of them. And these are my strongest characters. If I can't beat them with my strongest characters... Oh, jeez. Flipping out. And of course, he gives himself... Okay. This is so unfair. This is actually so unfair. He's way too strong for me. This... Nah. It's over. It's over. It's over. Flipping hell, man. That is so unfair, though. Like, who? You know, that I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all, man. It gave over 2 hours of gameplay, no saving, and it's just all these big enemies, big bosses. Nah. If I'm not ready for these, why would it let you go ahead if you're not ready for these guys? Like, I was nowhere near the level you need to be for this. This isn't. I hate that. I don't like that at all. That sucks, man. That absolutely sucks. That's 2 hours. 2 hours. More than 2 hours. Maybe about 2.5 hours. So what? I have to level up to what? 70, 80? Yeah, nah, I can't do this now. I can't do this now. That sucks, man. That actually sucks. Like, after all this, I've come this far just for it to do this. This is flipping out. Flipping out, man. I'm not okay with that at all. Now it's a case of, okay, I've spent some 50-something hours, 50+ hours playing this game. I've come too far to leave it here. But I don't particularly want to spend another 2 hours playing this game just to get to the boss, just to do the same. Which means I have to spend however many more hours leveling up just so I can be ready to take him on. And then the patience... I don't have that kind of patience. I don't. Like, I'm not okay with this. Ugh. Oh, flipping hell, man. Ugh. So yeah, that sucks. Yeah, Ben's big on Eurovision Song Contest. He was saying the other day he went to a concert with a previous Eurovision winner. I don't remember which one it was, but he was saying he went to a concert. But he's big into it. He's been following it for a long time. Like in fact, he's mentioned before that he's like traveled to like, different countries to watch it live and all that. So yeah, Ben is big into the Eurovision Song Contest. That's a big thing for him. So yeah, for sure. I read some things. Sweden, not known for its food. Sweden's food's alright. I mean, when I was in Sweden, it was fine. I mean, I guess it's probably fair to say they're not necessarily famous for their food, but yeah, I mean, they got decent food out there. It's nothing bad about it. At least in my experience, anyway. Yeah, Ben is the Eurovision dude. Like, he knows a lot about it. Could probably say a bunch of stats and stuff like that as well. Yeah, he was mentioning it like a little while back, and to be honest, I didn't. I guess it shouldn't be a surprise. Somebody has to be big into it, right? Because they run it every year. They've been running it for like 40 whatever years it's been going on for. So of course they have to have somebody's going to be a big fan of it, right? But he was mentioning it the other day, and I didn't really think too much of it. But then, yeah, kind of later on, it kind of became clear that, yeah, this is something that he is into. He is into it. Yeah, it probably would be, yeah. It's not fast. Yeah, they get pretty breakfast. And it was just, maybe I was going to pay, but I decided to save my money. Rockwurst. Oh. Oh. No maybe about it, dude. No maybe about it. You gotta travel more, if not Europe, outside the country. But Europe, I think, would be a good one to go to, because I think from America you can probably travel to Europe relatively easily, since there seems to be a lot of sort of good connections between sort of most of Europe and sort of America. So Europe's you could probably go to like places like England for sure. You could get to pretty easily. I imagine places like Spain and Italy you could probably travel to relatively easily as well. Like, I mean, I don't know, you probably won't even need a visa, I'd imagine, for a lot of places in Europe coming from America. I mean, you have to look into it to be sure, but my guess would be you can probably travel to a lot of places in Europe without even needing a visa. But yeah, no, it's definitely worth doing. Like, even if you go for like a weekend, you know what I mean? Like, just a few days, it's just worth traveling the world and just seeing things and just seeing different cultures and being. I mean, if you could go for longer than a weekend, even better, of course. But yeah, if you can travel for, like, maybe book a hotel for, because the hotel's got to be the most expensive bit of the trip. The flights you can usually get pretty cheap. But yeah, if you book a hotel for like 3-4 days and just go for a few days and then come back, and then maybe like a year, 2 years later, go again to another place for a few days. But yeah, just something to like travel out. I feel like traveling the world is one of the best things you can do for yourself. Honestly, I really do think that. You're never going to see the whole world, but the more you see, the better, you know? And the more it just kind of broadens your horizons of how different things are in other parts of the world. So it's very easy to kind of get into this mindset of, you know, where I live is the best and everything I have is the best, and why would I go because it's the best? And it's like, you don't know that, and you can't know that unless you travel. And what you start to realize when you travel is that it's not even about things being the best, it's just things are different, and different isn't about the best or worse, it's just different. And there's always things you can learn and experience of things that are different, you know. So yeah, I'll say definitely do it. No ifs, no buts, no maybes. Definitely do it. Like, make plans to do it. You know, look into what you need to get, how much money it's going to cost, all that. But yeah, do it. Do it. Travel, man. Travel. If you was going onto a quiz show, what would your special subject be? Oof. I don't know, probably insecurities. Expert in being insecure. I think I'll probably do that. Expert in missed opportunities. Yeah, I think I'm done with this game. Maybe not forever, but certainly for now. I just can't look at this game right now. Can't look at this game right now. It's pissed me off way too much. Bruh. 2 hours, you know. 2 bloody hours. Not a single opportunity to save in 2 hours, and then it throws you into all these big enemies and 2 big bosses. It's not okay, man. Because you don't get a because the thing is, like, it's not like, okay, you die, you can come back and maybe learn his moves or whatever. It's like, you can't do that. You got to spend the next 2 hours doing everything all over again. And then it's like, okay, now what? How do I still don't know his moves or how to beat him. It's not like I've got a technique I can develop. You know, I've got to spend 2 hours just to get to him, and then it's like, now what? Like, you usually have to face a boss, like a hard boss, like a good few times before you figure out kind of a technique. How many times am I going to spend 2 hours getting to him just so I can figure out a technique? I was like, come on, that's not okay. Whoever designed it, whoever's idea was that, nah. Slap that guy. Because there's various points you can save throughout the game relatively frequently in this game, and then you get to the end and it's like 2 hours of gameplay and you don't get no saves. Like, nah. Whoever's idea of that, nah, slap that guy. Slap that guy. And if he's already passed away, then dig up his grave and slap him. That is not okay. I'm not okay with that. That has pissed me off. I've come all this way just to get bitched out on 2 hours. Oof. Oh man. Ugh. Anxiety in horror movies. First it would be HBO series The Sopranos. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if there's any subjects I could say that I'm an expert on, but if I was to pick a game show subject, I feel like I do pretty well with like movies, like Marvel movies, stuff like that. Maybe Star Wars, martial arts movies. I think I can do relatively well in that kind of space. Yeah, definitely not expert level well, but I think I could do pretty decently in that kind of action movie, sci-fi movie type space. Unless you start asking some real mad obscure questions, then yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. My colleagues keep telling I never shut up. Well, tell them to shut up. I was just saying, I think I could do well in things like action movies, in particular things like Marvel, Star Wars. I think I could do pretty well in. Yeah, but certainly not expert, super nerd level well. But I think I could do relatively well on those subjects like Marvel, Star Wars, sort of old school 80s action movies and things like that. Maybe some 90s movies. But yeah, I think if I was to pick a subject, I'd probably go with Marvel. MCU movies I'd go with. Like I say, I don't think I'll get every single question right, especially if they get into some mad details. But I think I reckon I could score a good 70-80% on the quiz about Marvel movies. He says Star Wars actually pretty hate. Nah, man, Star Wars is great, man. I mean, it's stupid. It's stupid. But no, I'm not. I don't hate Star Wars at all. Like, I actually a big fan of Star Wars. I'm not even wearing my t-shirt right now, but yeah, I'm a big fan of Star Wars. But no, those movies, they're just so inconsistent by now, and there's so many plot holes, and there's so many things that don't add up, and they've retconned it like a billion times at this point, and they've re-edited bits, and they've changed things here and there. They've gone back into old movies and re-edited stuff to suit with what's going on in the newer movies, and it doesn't make sense. Like, it actually doesn't. It stopped making sense a long time ago. But no, I do like Star Wars. But I think the one thing I like more than Star Wars is taking a piss out of Star Wars. So yeah, I might have given the impression that I hated the series, I hated the franchise, but no, I don't. I'm a big fan of the franchise, but it is absolutely ridiculous at this point. So yeah. That's the best reason to travel abroad when you don't have yourself together. Honestly, it really is, because it means, it gives you, especially if you travel alone, because it just gives you opportunity to be away from your usual surroundings and just be in an environment by yourself where you could just kind of be in your own thoughts, away from everybody trying to influence you. So honestly, if that's how it is right now, I'd say that's the best reason to go. That's the best reason to travel somewhere that you've never been, that has a different culture, and just be kind of your own headspace for a little while, without everything going on, without people in your ear about you should do this, you should do that, you need to be this way. Just be in your own headspace for a little while in a complete different nation. That's honestly one of the best reasons to go. Sort yourself out real good when you travel like that. Follow the comments by me. If you're interested, exactly. Stay away. That sounds like fair talking, Brax. That sounds like fair talking. Listen, you're gonna get racism just about most, if not all, places of some kind. You know, whether they don't like black people, they don't like Americans, they don't like this, they don't like that. You know, you're gonna find there's all kinds of ignorant people just all over the world. That's the unfortunate truth. That should not be the reason to not travel, though. Because if you took that attitude, that you literally wouldn't go anywhere. But yeah, anyway, it's up to you, of course. But yeah, I'd recommend traveling. You could find places you can get to quite cheaply, or if you go save some money. But hey, I've said my piece. I'm talking my sleep, man. Start writing it down. I do pretty well on Street Fighter. Street Fighter was a topic as well. I mean, maybe not new Street Fighter stuff. I'm probably like out of the loop on. I think I'm definitely out of the loop on the new Street Fighter stuff. But certainly like 90s Street Fighter, I think I could do pretty well in. I might need to brush up on some of my knowledge on it, but I think I could do okay in 90s Street Fighter, like Street Fighter 2. I mean, that's so good, so good. I'm just, I'm not. I think sometimes I probably like encourage a bit too much, but and then it's up to you what you do. But yeah, I 100% recommend traveling abroad to different countries, especially to travel on your own. Like I 100% recommend it. I mean, it's good to travel with people, of course, I ain't saying that, but I'm a big advocate of traveling to other countries on your own, because it does so much for you. It really does so much for you to just be in a whole new culture, a whole new environment, none of your usual surroundings, none of your usual people around, and just literally just be in a place where nobody knows you. You don't know the culture, you don't know the customs, nobody knows, you don't know you know what I mean? Like, just to be in that environment for a little while and just live it, and just absorb it and take it in. And yeah, I feel like that does so much for you. But hey, travel alone or with a pet. Indeed. I'll go to South Africa in September, and I intend to go everywhere in that country. I'm getting my money's worth. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I went to South Africa back in 2008, 7, something like that. I can't remember the year, but yeah, it was a while back. Only went to 2 places though. Only went to Johannesburg and Pretoria. So yeah, if I go again, I'd have to go do Cape Town, because apparently Cape Town's where it's at, from what I'm being told. But yeah, I went to Johannesburg, went to Pretoria. I had a friend that used to live out in Pretoria, so I visited her there. It was a good experience, man. It's a good experience. It weren't long. Most of my trips are not that long, really. We all slaves to money in some way, but it was a good trip still. It's a good trip. Restricted parts, yeah, man. I see Robin Cook's Island for sure. Yeah, do it all, man. Do it all. I still plan on traveling, hopefully this year, but it might be a little bit of an if, to be honest, after I just said what I said. But yeah, I still plan on traveling. I think what I might do though is, because because I could get, because my original plan was to go for about 4 or 5 days, but in all honesty, I feel like I'll be fine if I just went for the weekend. I'm talking about Amsterdam, by the way. I think I'd be fine if I just went for the weekend. I can cut down the cost pretty significantly if I just did 3 days rather than 4 or 5 days or something like that. If I just did say 2-3 days, I could cut down my costs pretty significantly, and I feel like if I time it right, I can still do a lot in a weekend. Like I can go to a museum, I can see the sites. I can do a lot over the weekend. So yeah, what I might need to do is take a leaf out of Sam's book and just plan it out properly. That way I can kind of go, arrive, do my thing, have my fun, and then come back. Looking at America seems to be in this bubble. Break out of that bubble. Different experiences, you have yourself. Indeed, man. 100%. 100%. Apparently, I read this somewhere. I heard this somewhere that a lot of Americans don't actually travel outside of America, which is a big shame if that's true. But apparently, vast majority, but certainly apparently a lot of Americans never travel, live their whole lives and never travel outside of America. I don't know if that's true, but I heard it in a couple of places now, I think. But yeah, don't be one of those people, Brax, man. As much as possible. As much as possible, don't be one of those people. Make sure you travel. It's such a great gift you can give to yourself. And Canada's cool, of course, but travel abroad. Even like South America, it'd be a massively different culture to America, I think. Like if you go to somewhere like Argentina or something, or Brazil, you know, even stuff like that. Australia. If you would rather go somewhere they speak English, you know, maybe Australia or I don't know, where do they speak English that still has a different culture? Well, London, I guess. Well, London. I mean, I think England's culture is probably quite. I guess it's about as different as it is the same between England and American cultures. There's a lot of similarities, but yeah, there's a lot of other things that are different. So. But yeah, still a good place to visit nonetheless. How long was the flight? Oh, to South Africa? It was long. It was long. I think because it was a stopover flight, so the first bit I think was around 5 or 6 hours. I think the second flight was maybe, you know, another 4 or 5 hours. I think in total with the waiting as well, it's probably close to like 12, 13 hours worth of travel time. It was long. I don't remember exactly how long, but yeah, it was long. Like a good half day at least. There was a good half day at least. Which is crazy to me. Yeah. Apparently, a lot of British people don't own passports as well. I had at some point, which again, that's crazy to me. Get yourself a passport. If you don't have a passport, anybody in the chat right now that doesn't have a passport, get a passport. Like, get a passport. It's worth having a passport. Get a passport. If you don't have one, get one. It's a very useful thing to have. Same as now the Brits, and they haven't been to the UK 20. Country is going to be one long as I have that. Yeah, let's see. With great leg room. Oh, for sure. If you're a taller person, yeah, you definitely want the leg room. I mean, sometimes you could kind of like allow it because the flight's so short, right? Sometimes you can, you know, let me just save my 20 quid. The flight's only half hour anyway, right? But no, you'd want to get the extra leg room on this flight. Yeah, if you're a taller person, if you're like 5'10" or taller, you're gonna want the leg room. Yeah, it's gonna be too much of a pain if you're cramped up for that long. So yeah, definitely get the leg room. Actually, if you're 5'10", you might be okay. If you're 5'10", you might be okay. But even still, if you're a taller person, yeah, definitely go with the leg room. Some languages, because I ain't that smart. But to I can eventually. You know what, though? I mean, this is kind of a good thing and a bad thing. A lot of parts of the world speak English. Like, they have their own languages, of course, but they'd also speak English as a second language. So you can travel pretty much anywhere in the world and be fine as far as communication goes. Like, people will speak English. I mean, they're not always going to speak great English. That's right. But they'll speak well enough to, you know, be able to understand what they're saying and, you know, kind of get around and that sort of thing. And yeah, it's a good thing in a sense. That means you don't always have to learn another language. But yeah, it's a bad thing in the sense that yeah, you don't necessarily have to learn another language, because it kind of it makes it too easy to be a bit lazy when it comes to learning other languages. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, really. Let's see, tumbleweed. That's so good, bro. Jakes. Keep talking, no problem. Actually, probably gonna end the stream soon anyway, because it's getting late. This class or first class. I'll be here, a surprise. Now, here's a little trick, actually. Here's a little trick. You can book economy class to save money, but just pay the extra money for the legroom. And depending on the flight, it's going to determine how much it costs. But you probably find that doing it that way, you'd save. It'd be cheaper to do it that way than it would be to like book like a business class or something like that. I mean, it might be worth double checking because every airline's different. But yeah, you might find that booking economy and then paying the extra money for the legroom is cheaper than booking the business or first class and that kind of thing. But yeah, double check with the airline just in case. Just in case. It's hard to stay quiet now. You don't got stuff. You don't got stuff. You don't got stuff. Oh man. Well, if it wasn't for you guys, I'd be well and truly ticked off with this game. Just know it might be a while before you see me play Final Fantasy VII again. I'm not saying I'm giving up on this game. It just might be a while before you see me play it. I need to kind of get my bearings together and... Jeez, 2 hours, man. Flipping out. Oh man. Oh man. Same with trains. I'd be surprised. You ever go in the first class section of a train? I did that by accident once. It was general accident. Like I didn't realize in the first class section I had a regular ticket, but because I'm used to getting on trains just sitting wherever, right? But this is one of these trains where you actually have to buy it. I just sat wherever, and I didn't realize I sit in the first class section for the longest time. I was just kind of there, like, yeah, these seats are nice, isn't it? These seats are nice. I realized later on I was in the first. No, I didn't get in trouble because nobody saw me. Nobody came to check in that particular time, so it was alright. But yeah, I was like, okay, now I know. Now I know. I think they usually have somebody checking a ticket, so I wouldn't recommend you just walk into the first class section, start sitting down. It might not go so well. But I guess I got lucky in that particular place where nobody was checking the tickets that day, and just random just sat in the first class section without realizing, and enjoyed the nice comfy seats. Oh, yeah. You guys ever run out of things to say? I never understood how anybody can get writer's block so called. My problem is having too much and being unable to get it down. Nah, I think there's always something to talk about. It's just whether you're going to talk about it or not. Like that's a quote that I just said from. It's. I mean, I don't know where it's from, to be honest with you, but I heard it in a song, but it's something I agree with. This idea of, say, writer's block or running out of things to talk about. I don't believe it's actually true. There's always things to talk about. It's just whether you talk about it or not. And I think sometimes we hold ourselves back by telling ourselves things like, "Oh, nobody wants to hear that," or "That's silly," or "That's stupid," or "Who cares about this?" Or nobody's gonna watch. And, you know, we hold ourselves back a lot of time. And sometimes you just gotta talk, just let it out, you know. And so what if people don't find it interesting or whatever and all that sort of stuff? Just talk, you know. I think we just hold ourselves back. So nah, we never run out of things to talk about. Or you shouldn't run out of things to talk about, rather. It's just whether you're going to talk about it or not. You know, there's always something there. It's just whether you're going to say it. You know, that's the thing. Do you say it or do you not say it? And let's be honest, sometimes we choose not to say it. It's not that we don't have things to talk about. It's just we don't always say the things that are on our mind. So yeah. You know, Harry, this right now or later on, I don't know what the future will be like, so don't make any guarantees. Well, ain't no guarantee, that's for sure. Ain't nothing guaranteed but death. Yeah, got plenty of time until you don't. We all got plenty of time until we don't. Yeah, that's something to bear in mind. We've all got plenty of time until we don't. So, yeah. But guys, I think that's going to be where I start winding down. Next live stream should be on Monday, watching a movie, which I haven't picked yet. But look out for, I might try and put a post up or something. But yeah, next time should be Monday. Then we've got Tuesday TV night for continuing with the X-Files. And then back on Thursday next week for the gaming. I don't know what I'm going to play, but it's probably not going to be Final Fantasy VII. So yeah. I think I have hold back to Cerebrum because I never shut up. Hey, keep talking, man. Keep talking. The thing is, keep being yourself. That's the main thing, really. Keep being you. Like, people tell you, oh, you talk too much, or you don't talk enough, or you talk. People tell you all kinds of stuff. Bun that, man. Bun that. Listen, be you always. That's the only person you can be. And if that means you talk more than most people, so be it. If people don't like you talking, let them leave. You know, like, end of the day is you could only be yourself. And when you start, and when people start saying things like, you talk too much, it creates these like subtle insecurities in ourselves. And hopefully this is not what happened to you. I really hope not, because I know for myself there's things that happen when people start pointing things out about you, and then you start becoming self-conscious. I hope this doesn't happen to you, but keep being you. If you talk a lot, talk a lot. You know, it is what it is. It's who you are. Talk a lot. You know, and the day it's like it's not. You know, I mean, you're not saying like mean things to people. You know, you're not like cussing people out. You're not, saying, making disparaging remarks or whatever, stuff like that. You're just talking about things that you enjoy, or that you're curious about, that whatever. You know what I mean? It's not a bad thing. And if somebody doesn't like that, then cool, let them leave. You know, let them leave. Like, you don't need people around you who are going to try and shape you and turn you into something and try to fit you into the mold that they're comfortable with. Nah, bun that. Like, listen, if they don't like it, let them leave. You know, there's people who appreciate you talking. You know, so yeah, just keep being you. That goes to everybody. Keep being you. Unless you're an arsehole, then don't be yourself. That's a one exception. Don't be a cunt. Be yourself. Unless you're a cunt, then don't be a cunt. Take the cuntiness out of yourself and then keep being yourself. That's my advice. That's my advice. Money just gotta be financially stable. Anybody says they don't align. I don't, actually. And the thing is, with money is only as useful as what you can do with it, right? And when you realize that the things that you enjoy, what you enjoy doing and the things that are important to you, when you realize what that costs, and as long as you have enough money to do that and to keep doing that as long as possible, everything else is just arbitrary. Like this idea that you gotta have, you know, X amount of money or X amount of, you know, per year and this and the other. Like you don't. Like there's nothing you can do with £1 million that you can't do with 100. There's nothing you can do with £1 million that you can't do with 100. And the idea of, like, you know, the love of money, it's I mean, yeah, there's people that do, and, you know, good luck to them. But honestly, like, I used to work in sales, and a big part of sales is like that pursuit of more and more and more, and it gets really exhausting after a while. We start to realize that, you know what am I doing this for? Like, what am I doing this for? Like, why do I need all this? Like, to do what? So I can piss it away and, you know, blow it and on a party, you know what I mean? It's like, what am I doing with this? Like, I think, just my opinion, first thing, the most important thing you can do in life is figure out who you are, and that's one of the reasons why I think traveling is so great, especially traveling alone, because it helps you to figure out who you are. But if you're not traveling, whatever it called, figure out who you are. Spend time alone, spend time with people, figure out who you are, figure out what you're about, what's important to you, what your values are. From there, you can figure out what's important to you, like what is important in your life, what are the things that you're passionate about, you know, what's the important things that you need to do in your life. And then from there, you can figure out how much money do you need for that. You know, how much money do you need for that? And in most cases, you probably find you don't need, you know, $200,000, you know what I mean, a year or whatever. You can probably be fine with $30,000 or $40,000. You know what I mean? It's once you figure out what it is that's really important to you and how much that costs. And of course, it's always nice to have a little bit extra on top. I ain't saying that, but really, I feel like once you figure out what's really important to you, what you're passionate about, and the amount of money you need to maintain that, everything else is just arbitrary. If you get more, I mean, if you have more than that, then great, but to pursue it as if you need it and you can't live without it, that's just unnecessary hassle and headache for something that is going to do what for you. You know, it really just comes a thing about showing off to other people that you've got something, and this whole thing about, you know, stressing yourself out to impress a bunch of people you don't like. You know what I mean? What they say in Fight Club, you know, working jobs you hate to buy shit you don't need. Like, it can get like that. It can literally get like that, you know? So, yeah, money's great for what you can do with it. But once you figure out what you actually need and how much money you need to do the things that are important to you, promise you, in like 99% of the time, you're going to realize you don't need the big bucks. Now, if you're so lucky, if you're lucky enough where you manage to get the big bucks, cool. But you don't need it. You don't need it. Well, let me sort of say you. I don't. Most of us won't need it. Let me say that. Most of us won't need it. No, like, I mean, like I say, like, money for me is just like, yeah, I recognize that to live in a society, you need money. I get that. I'm not naive. And more money, of course, is generally speaking better than less money, right? I'm not naive. And if somebody also says, hey, here's £1 million, I'm going to take it. Like, I'm not naive. But yeah, I just don't feel like I want to live my life pursuing something more than I need to. You know, like, I'm doing the things I enjoy in life right now, and I don't have £1 million. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm not going to pursue £1 million because I don't need it. Now, if it so happens that I get £1 million through some luck, then hey, great, right? But I'm not going to pursue it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like I feel it's just understanding, well, what's important to me. What do I actually? How much do I need to do the things that are important to me? And if the day comes where I start to need more money to do the things important to me, then I can look at that then. But until then, you know. It's for real. Well, my country so. Maybe I could buy an Aston Martin. I'd be lucky to afford a bad ride. But do you need an Aston Martin? I mean, also Aston Martin going to do for you that Peugeot can't. Right? You can get nice Peugeots, you know. And move off the council estate for sure. And bring council estate chic to posh pots a hole. Yeah, buy a mansion and have a way to bring you crisps. Take it with us, exactly. That could bring its own set of problems. Yeah, indeed, that's the thing as well. So that's a bit that people don't talk about. More money, more problems. Biggie Smalls warned us, man. Biggie Smalls warned us back in the 90s. Yeah, good trust issues, yeah. I mean, like I say, like I'm not saying don't have money, because of course we all could do with money, and more money is better than less money. So I hope I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that when you really think about what it is that's important to you and what's, you know, what you're passionate about, I think in most cases you'll find you don't need those big money like that. Like, you could probably be okay with way less. No, it's just, yeah. You might be able to trust the people close to you, because everybody wants something from you. And to be fair, when you're poor, it can be like that anyway. But you know, it's a lot worse when you're rich. Yeah. Yeah. Chris and fish finger sandwiches. Yeah, Sam's gonna go pick up the kids in a chauffeur-driven Rolls Royce, wearing Reebok Classics and a tracksuit. Actually, that'd be pretty cool though. Maybe not Reebok. I mean, maybe not the Reebok Classics bit, but that'd be pretty cool. Turning up like that, just like stepping out Rolls Royce in like in a Primark tracksuit. But yeah, I mean, yeah, money's good, of course. Money's great. Money can do lots of good things, but just don't let it rule you. Don't let it rule you. You know, don't let it rule you. I mean, I guess on some level we're all ruled by money, whether we like it or not, right? If you live in a society, it's just somewhat inevitable. But as much as possible, don't let it rule you more than it kind of has to. Primark traders, yeah, you done know. You done know. Straight to the end, baby, yeah. Shirt untucked, of course. Shirt untucked. I just want to do well, yeah. Don't want to be rich, just want to do well, indeed. Alright, guys. Yeah, so next live stream should be Monday. You've been awesome as always. I appreciate you and all that you do. Thank you for keeping the company. Thank you for keeping it lively. All you, baby. All you. Social media for extra income. Oh, social apps for extra income, yeah. Hey, nothing wrong with it, by the way. Nothing wrong with trying to get extra money. Like I say, we can all do extra money. We can all do extra money. So nothing wrong with having a hustle or things like that. I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that. Nothing wrong with having a side hustle. Nothing wrong with doing things because you want to get extra cash. I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that. It's just understanding what you're doing it for, why you're doing it, and just try not to fall into this like mindset of more when it's like, how much do you actually need? Is all I'm saying. How much do you actually need? Flash car looking like Vicky Pollard. Oof, oof. Let's search something real quick actually. I know the name Vicky Pollard. I can't remember what she looks like right now. So before I end this. Oh wait, yeah, of course. Yeah. A Little Britain. Yeah. That's the one. Yeah. That's the one. I remember hearing about a guy. Actually, no, I think it might be somebody else. Actually, nah, I think it might be somebody else. I remember hearing about a guy who won the lottery, but no, I think it was. I think it was a chimney sweeper actually. And he kept his job as a chimney sweeper. He just drove to work in a Ferrari. Hey, gotta respect it, man. Gotta respect it. But yeah, no, I should get going because I need to eat. I need to brush my teeth, and I need to lay my head down and wake up in about 4.5 hours. So, guys, until whenever, if ever, peace.